All right, hello all you night readers. It's good to see you all here. I hope everybody is doing well. Yeah, it's good to have you. Welcome to Tarot Days and Nights. Another edition of Tarot Days and Nights, right? All right, let's get you in here, see what's going on, and see who's here. Yvonne and Lisa are here. Excellent. Well, that's all that matters then, right? That is all that matters, I guess. I hope you're doing well. That's for sure. All right. So, hey Ross, welcome. Yvonne would like a general reading. I'm doing good, Ross. How are you doing? Of course you can ask a question. Please do. All right, Yvonne, let's see what we got for you here. Olivia, how are you? Good to have you here as well. It's nice to have everybody, right? Always good to have everyone here. All right, so this is what I get for you, Yvonne. I think we got the Wheel of Fortune this morning when we did your reading, right? I got the Wheel of Fortune. I said things just keep going around and around. You feel like you're in a rut, right? You are feeling like you're in a rut, and you just keep running around and around and around, and you just don't know when to stop. And I think the Emperor is telling you, stop, stop. Things are going to get better. Things are going to be better. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, things are going to get better. Life will get better soon. And, you know, I think health issues are going to be taken care of soon. So I think you're looking back at all the things that have already happened, right? At the past, looking back towards your past, figuring out, you know, what's going on. And I think that I think your relationship at home is really, really good again. Always. Knight of Cups, right? That's Prince Charming. That's the one you want. Prince Charming. The Ace of Swords tells me that you are overcoming your obstacles. You're overcoming the obstacles that you have. You want to, you want to feel better about things, and that's the first way to do it, right? Is to overcome obstacles. Have a new clarity. Feel very, clear about what is going on. And I think that will help you. I truly do think that'll help you. So, something to keep in mind, right? Something to keep in mind. That's what I feel. That's what I'm thinking for you, Ross. It's definitely what I'm thinking. Not Ross, Yvonne. Jeez. I was looking at Ross's question. I'm sorry. That's what I'm thinking for you, Yvonne. Right? I think you're going to overcome the things that are going on. I think you'll overcome those obstacles. Sorry about that. All right, so Lise, what's going on with you? You would like a general reading as well. Hey, Kiss. Welcome. As I throw some cards around and call it the shuffling. Hello, Nicole Lachey. Hello, Jitender Kumar. Hey, Yvonne, that's how I feel too. Like nothing. Nothing is there, right? Nothing at all. All right, so let's see what is going on for you, Lise. See if I have anything different, right, than I've had. I think you are in that close relationship, right? The Queen of Cups tells me all about close relationships, keeping in touch with your emotions, always in touch with your emotions. Always happy with your achievements, always satisfied with the things that are going on in your life. And, being able to multitask and prioritize is important, and that's what makes things so good for you. I think there's something in your life, and I'm sure you know what that is, that makes you feel like you've just had too much of it, and it's time to stop worrying about it and to move on from it. And I think you are ready to do that. I think you're ready to move on. I think you are, almost impatient to move on so much. And of course, the Knight of Wands is all about being very to the point and very blunt. So I think this is pretty much what I tell you all the time, right? All these good things, but it's true. They're all true. They are all true. So Ross, you've known a man for over 6 years. He wrote to you and told you that he doesn't forget you. What are his true feelings for you? Is there a future with him? This is a big question for you. All right. This could be a big question. You know why? Because this could be someone that goes to Spain with you. Hi, Amethyst. Hey, Fabric Art. Hello. Nice to have you here. Your name is Bagashri. I hope I said that right. If I said it right, I'm really kind of impressed with myself. If I got it wrong, well, I kind of expected to. Oof. Look at all the pentacles. Look at them all. Ooh-wee. The 2 and the 8 and the 10 and the ace. You got like bunches of them, right? All right, so this is what I'm going to get for you. Hang on. Just move that a tiny bit. Thank you. All right. What are his true feelings? And is there a future with him? Yes. Yes, 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 is the answer, Ross. I really think you are looking to get your life in balance before you move, before you go and move to Spain, right? You want to get life in balance. And part of getting your life in balance, of course, would be to have someone to spend it with and someone to move with. That would be ideal, right? That would be the ideal thing. Now, I think you have to really continue to be smart, continue to be alert to what is going on, because you haven't heard from this person in a while. Is that correct? You haven't heard from them in a long time, from him in a long time. So now all of a sudden, why is he coming out of the woodwork and telling you that he doesn't forget you? So I would definitely say, be alert, be smart, keep your wits about you. Don't just, I always said it remembered me and now things are wonderful. You definitely don't want that to happen. But I do think if the two of you both put in some hard work, right? You put in this hard work and dedication, I think you can definitely move forward, right? You might have to push yourself a little bit sometimes because that's not easy to do. Hard work is tough, right? But if you do the hard work, it ends up being extremely prosperous. And that prosperity is all about this family. As you can see like the grandfather over here with the dogs. You've got the man and the woman. And if you look way back there, there's a little child too. And they are a very prosperous family, right? They're sitting out there in front of looks like their castle. And that's what it's all about. So hard work will lead to a decent relationship. I think you need to, even though you're being cautious, right? You're, being cautious here. I still believe that you can lay down the seeds of a good relationship now at this point, right? You can lay down those seeds of the good relationship at this right now. And this way it'll give it time to start to grow. I think that's what the future is. I think that's what his true feelings were to, meet back with you and get back with you and, see you again and see what happens. And by doing that, I think that is, again, laying the seeds to grow a relationship over time. Yeah, that's what I think. It's a very difficult relationship, huh? Well, it's not any relationship really at all yet, is it? Not yet. I don't think it is yet, quite. But I do believe that it could be. I certainly do believe it could be. Nicole Lachey. So what's going on, Nicole? Can you please get a reading? What do I need to know at this moment? Right now. What do you need to know? There was somebody here at this morning's show and they donated right after I ended the show. Just as I ended the show, I hit I hit end broadcast. That's how it ends. That's how this thing stops. And I watched the chat at the very end. And as it was ending the broadcast, it takes a second to end in all the places that it streams to. There's no way to undo it when you hit it. So while I'm watching it in the broadcast, somebody came in and said, "Oh, I donated." And I know who it is. I just don't know how to get in touch with them. And I went back and I tried, but I couldn't find a way to do that. So now I have to keep an eye out for this person, because if they show up, they've got a donation waiting for them. They've got a reading, a priority reading, waiting to take them right to the top of the list. All right, so what do you need to know at this moment? I think you need to know some good and some bad. Do you want the good news or the bad news first? Exactly. You want the bad news first. So the bad news is, I think, something might be going on behind your back that you are not aware of. Of course, that's how it would be if it was behind your back, right? I think something sneaky is happening. I'm not sure that you really know about it, but I will tell you this. If you don't know about it, it's probably not going to hurt you. I think you've been doing a lot of different things all at once, and I think maybe you need to renew yourself, right? You need the 3 R's, right? Rest, relax, and renew. Like I always say about the 4 of Swords, it's all about the 3 R's: rest, relax, renew. And that is going to be extremely important. I think with the 9 of Cups, I think you are feeling like you have just enough of everything. You don't have too much. You don't have too little. You have just enough. Right? And that makes you happy. You feel satisfied with that. I think you feel very successful. I think you feel very confident right now. I think you're feeling very confident, or at least you want to feel very confident. Let's put it that way. Let me put it that way, because I'm thinking maybe not. I'm not really seeing confidence. I'm seeing a want of confidence. Like you want to be confident. You want to have more self-esteem. And I think there's people back here supporting you, right? You have this whole group of people supporting. I also think you have friends, right? You have some friends and loved ones that are looking to celebrate with you and spend time with you and do something together so that you can kind of get that confidence back. I think you lost it. And I think you lost it again because somebody was doing something sneaky. And maybe you really did, in the back of your mind, know that something sneaky was going on. And that made you lose your confidence. It lowered your self-esteem. It lowered your self-worth. And these are all things that you need to get back. Right? You had them once. You had just enough of everything once. I think you have all the support you need here with friends around. And then I see where very close friends and family are willing to help you and want to help you get those feelings of confidence and self-esteem and self-worth back. So I think a lot of people are working on that with you. And I think, I think it's just going to take a little bit of time. And again, it's going to take some rest. It's going to take some relaxation. It's going to take some renewal. It's going to take you to do something nice for you. Get your nails done. Get your hair done. I'd get mine done if I had any. Get a massage. Something. Feel good about. Find something that's going to make you feel good about yourself. Get a makeover. It doesn't make a difference. Anything anything. Something that is going to make you feel good. And whatever it is you have that makes you feel good is going to raise all that stuff up, right? It's going to raise the confidence, raise the self-esteem, raise the self-worth. It raises everything up. And that's important, and that's what you need. So that's what I see for you, Nicole Lachey. I hope that made sense to you. It made a lot of sense to me. I really could see into some of that stuff. You know. So, Aquarius soul, do Daniel and I ever end up together? Huh. Aquarius soul, this isn't the same Daniel that Amethyst likes, right? Just kidding. Just kidding. I don't want to start those rumors. All right, so sorry I dropped a card, so I had to get it. All right, let me see what we have for you, Aquarius soul. Don't forget, if you guys want to get bumped up to priority status where your question gets answered immediately, right? You get to have the next question no matter how far down the list or anything else you are, because I do choose all my questions at random. So there is no way that anyone gets skipped, because you can't get skipped if it's random pick. Ha, I know. But I will say that if you want to guarantee that reading, the only way to do that is to donate. And all the donation information scrolls across the bottom of the screen. And it's also in the show description. And you can also scan the barcodes on the top right or bottom right if your phone scans barcodes. Okay? Get that little bit out of the way. It's always important. So, did you and Daniel ever end up together? I got to tell you, first off, I think you're going to have to be very flexible in this situation. This situation is going to require flexibility. And again, I see the Four of Swords, and that's all of those R's, right? The rest, relax, renew thing. But I think you just need some quiet time. Time to consider, what's it going to take to get Daniel back, number one, or to get Daniel and you together, number one? And is it actually a good idea to be in this relationship with Daniel? You know, is Daniel really worth trying so hard? Maybe he is. Maybe he is a wonderful person. Maybe he's very nurturing. Right? Maybe he is very protective. And you like that, right? That's things that you find attractive in him. Maybe he is an introvert, and so are you. You know, maybe he just doesn't like things that change. And neither do you. Right? Kirsty T, there you are. Yes, you donated this morning and I missed it. Just as I was clicking end broadcast, I saw it and I was like, oh no, she's got to come back. So put your question in, you're next. So yeah, I think these are all things that you like about Daniel. So I'm not saying he's a bad guy. I'm just saying you have to think about, are things good here? You know, are things good enough for you? I think you have to, do things in moderation. It is going to take some time. You're going to have some patience. And you're going to have to do this. It's going to be slowly. If you and Daniel are going to end up together, then it's going to be slow going. It's going to be, again, you're going to have to take it in moderation, not do everything all at once. You're going to have to take that time. Take your time and do it right, and that'll make it much stronger than rushing in and doing it wrong. Keep that in mind. That's important. All right, Nicole, thank you. Spot on, eh? I appreciate that. You're looking to lose weight. All right, well, there you go. That will help your self-esteem. That's exactly what I'm talking about, right? Do something for yourself. Okay, so you want to do something for yourself. You want to lose weight. That's okay. Nothing wrong with that. All right. Kirsty, I got to tell you, I looked for you and I searched through YouTube and I couldn't find your profile. And I was like, I have no idea. I truly hope she comes back, because I didn't, it was through PayPal, and I really don't know how to refund money through PayPal. It's not as easy as like Square or CashApp. They're real easy. You can send money right back to someone. But PayPal, not so much. Don't know. I didn't have enough information to do it. So great. I am so glad. But I'm glad you're here, and I knew right away as soon as I saw you who it was that I had to do this reading for you. So yeah, you get bumped up to priority. You get your guaranteed reading. Thank you so much. I do really appreciate your generosity this morning, and I'm so sorry that I missed it right at the very end. Like I said, and I was telling everybody this not even 10 minutes before you came in. I said I hit end broadcast, and as I'm waiting for it to finalize all of the broadcast and stop, I saw your message that said I donated, and there was no way. There's no going back after I've clicked on that. There's just no going back. I can't go and say, "Oh, stop doing that." No, it was done, and I didn't know exactly what to do. I panicked, but here we are, and here you go. So, famous producer Richie Soph has been lurking my Instagram music story. What's his deal with you? How old is this guy in comparison to you? Is he much older than you are? Because I have a feeling that he is like 15, 20 years older than you. I really got that feeling. It's so weird. Everybody tonight's getting the Four of Swords. Doesn't matter what deck I use, right? Every single deck I've used, the Four of Swords keeps popping up. You have no idea. Okay. I think he's much older than you are. The Emperor's kind of giving me the idea that he is an authority figure. He is older than you. Maybe in his early 20s. Maybe as young as his early 20s. You're 29, and he's some bigwig famous producer at 20? Huh. Interesting. All right. Well, you don't look 29 either, so there you go. But early 30s. Oh, well, maybe he is. But I really get the feeling that he is older than that. Probably closer to at least 40. I could be completely wrong. My readings are for entertainment purposes only. So, maybe there's always that chance that I missed and got it wrong. But I have that feeling. I just get that feeling that he is older than you are. And I think he wants you to give him money to produce for you, right? Because you want a music career, and he is, and he's willing to help you with that for a price, right? That's the thing. He's willing to help you for a price, but you got to watch out that he, you know, that he does not come along and stab you in the back. Right? I don't want to say he's a bad person because I don't know this person at all. And I wouldn't say for sure that he's a bad person. I'm just telling you to be cautious. So I would say that he wants to produce your music because I think that's what you're doing, right? You're singing or, you know, and making music. And I think he is following that because he wants to produce that music. But I think he wants to do it for a price. So be cautious of that because, you know, you don't know who this is really. And, you know, if he stabs you in the back, things would be bad. However, I do see that you do have a new beginning of emotions here, which is a good thing. And this could be an emotional healing for you. Maybe this, you know, if this worked out where he did help you, well, then that would be great. And if it worked out the right way, then I'm going to tell you that it would be a wonderful thing for you because it would help you heal through some issues that you have gone through in the recent past. Right? I think there's been some things that have happened in your life that you're still not really over and you're still not really happy about. And I think that would start the healing process if you were to become more famous, right? I think those problems show up here when you are asleep. I know I'm not going to use the 3 R's in this one, but when you are at a quiet time in your life and things are there, I still think that this heart is still in your thoughts because that relationship that you had, it's still kind of close to you. You know, you still can't get it out of your head, unfortunately. So it kind of just lays there next to you. But I do think that's exactly, you know, I think that's the answer to your question. Why is he lurking your Instagram music story? Because he's a producer. He wants to help you make music. He wants to produce music for you, but I think he wants money for it. You know, of course, he's going to want money for it. I just would say, you know, be extremely careful that he doesn't just take your money and run. If he doesn't, if you do this and you give him money and he produces music for you and you make wonderful music and he does a wonderful production of it, I think it's going to be extremely healing for you because of a bad relationship. That's what I see for you, Kirsty. Thank you so much for donating this morning and getting your reading tonight. I know. Long time to wait, but I hope it was worth the wait. So, Ross, I saw you donated again, and you donated for a second question tonight. You didn't have to donate for the first one. That was good, right? You got here early. And that was awesome. So, but I do see where you donated for another question. I'm just looking to find your question. Oh, there it is. So you're interested in training in quantum regressive hypnosis. Wow. Would I be able to pass the training? Wow. Now you're right up my alley. Because, you know, a lot of people have told me that I have the voice to hypnotize. And I know how to hypnotize people in a basic way. And using my voice the way I can, I can hypnotize people. But that is a whole bigger ball game. Quantum regressive hypnosis. So let's see what we get for you. I just want to say thank you so much to Kiss JG for helping me tonight. I do appreciate it. I know Modern Priscilla Tarot had to cancel her regular shows today. She did do a pop-up show this morning, very early. Well, early for us, early for me, early for her. But yeah, I think, I just want to say thank you very much, Kiss JG, for stepping up and doing that for me. All right, we're going to get the Four of Swords again in this reading. Because if we do, I got to tell you, Ross, if we get the Four of Swords in this reading, that is going to tell me that someone is hypnotized this time. It's not going to be the 3 R's. No, we did not get the Four of Swords this time. The one time I wanted it, right? I got the 5 of Swords, but not the 4. So I think you are going to work on this very, very hard. I really do think that you could work on this hard and learn it. I just think it's going to be very slow moving. It's going to be a slow moving process, right? Because your sphinxes aren't standing up and you're not going anywhere in that chariot without them pulling along. If they don't pull, you go nowhere. So it's going to take a little longer than you would expect it to. Or maybe it is that you just are not going to be able to start when you want it to. I think you've got the 5 of Cups and the 5 of Swords. So the 5 of Cups, I think you are going to help people with mourning, not mourning like morning time, but mourning death of people, mourning death, right? Not that the death card is really about death, but mourning deaths, mourning the loss of people. And I think you're going to help them with like grief counseling, right? We talked this morning about what is your purpose, what is a good occupation for you, and I said helping people and bringing people together, right? And now now we're talking about this, and this is a way of bringing people together, right? Maybe they are broken and you're bringing them back together. You're making them whole again. That's a very different way of thinking about what I mentioned to you this morning. Think about that. I think the 5 of Swords tells you all about people you would be helping people not only who are grieving and mourning loved ones, but you would also help people who have had not mind games played on them, but mental abuse, right? That makes sense to me. That's what I'm thinking. Mental abuse, right? When somebody, you can be abused in so many different ways, right? Of course, there's physical abuse where somebody just beats you senseless, and that's physical abuse. There's sexual abuse, of course, where it's just what it says. And then there's mental abuse where you don't see the wounds. You don't see the scars, but they're there. And somebody needs to do that. So these go together, right? They're both 5s. It's a 5 here and the 5 here. They both kind of go together because this is going to help with mental stability, and this is going to help with grief, which is also a mental instability. I think death is saying, okay, yeah, things are going to change for you. They're going to change, and when they change, you're going to be very flexible with what you can do. You will have a lot of things that you'll know how to do, and a lot of people who need your help, and you will have so many people you'll need to prioritize them by who is, what's the worst case to the least worst case. And I know that's difficult to do, but you got to start with the worst ones first, because they're going to take longer. So that's what I see for you, Ross. All right? That is what I see. I hope that makes sense, because like I said, it's kind of deep with this morning. This morning I said, you're going to bring people together. And then we get this reading, and we're talking about mental illness and bringing people, making people whole again. And maybe that's what the whole idea of bringing people together. Maybe it's just bringing themselves together. Very deep. Very, very deep. I gotta tell you, I'm not really this deep in real life. Only when I get on this show do I have deep thoughts like that. Jitender Kumar. Yes. You had an argument with your wife and she left home. Oh no. It seems that she doesn't wish to come back. Will she come back? All right. First off, I'm very sorry. I hope, we're talking about abuse, right? Talking about all kinds of abuse. And I hope it didn't get to a point where it was physical or anything like that for either of you. Because it's not just always men that are physically abusive. It can be women that are physically abusive too, although it is mostly men. I know. I understand. But I hope it didn't get to that point. I hope maybe she just needs to cool down a little bit, right? That would be the best case scenario. But let's see what we get for you, Jitender. All right. Don't forget, if you want to guarantee those readings, you're going to have to donate. We have about 15 minutes left, and I've got way more than 15 minutes worth of questions to go. Way more. But donating does guarantee a reading. All right, so here's what I have. I can see where things went bad really quick, right? They went from normal to upside down. Things just completely turned around, basically, right? And I think that's tough, right? That's extremely tough to get past. I think here I can see all about the conflicts that you had. You guys, you had a fight. You had an argument, and it just got to be, it just got to be out of hand, right? It got to be out of hand. It got to be too much. It got to be too much for your wife. And she walked away because she was just so frustrated. She didn't know what else to do. I think you have to go to her with very realistic goals and talk to her. You need to communicate, right? You have to communicate with her. Let her know how you feel towards her. If you do, I mean, hey, maybe you don't are not happy about this. You are asking if she'll come back, so I got to imagine that you want her back. So let her know that you're dependable. Let her know with very realistic expectations that you want to be able to provide for your family. And that her coming back is extremely important to you. Because right now she's had way too much of whatever it was that went on. It's turned your world upside down. The only way to get through this, like I said, is to communicate. And I think that is going to be very hard work. But if you are determined to do it and willing to push yourself to work very hard on talking to her and having this conversation with her, then I truly believe that she will come around and she will calm down and things will get better and she'll come home. All right? So that's what I see for you, Mr. Kumar. All right? I'm very sorry that you had a fight. I'm sorry that things turned out so poorly. Amethyst. Do you achieve your dream body and weight loss? Do you? I guess you're asking me that, right? All right, so Amethyst, your dream body. I'm not sure exactly what the dream is, but So I think so. I think you're going to achieve what you want to achieve. I think you're going to be very happy, right? You've got the sun to start off the reading, and the sun is all about happiness and success. Being successful in what you want. And that's what you want, right? You want to achieve the dream. And I think there's going to be success. The Page of Wands is also all about, discovering new ways to do things and being a bit adventurous and having to be brave. And I think those are all things that are going to go along with this weight loss journey that you are looking to go on. Now, I think you are very emotionally connected to someone else who wants to help you or go through this with you, or is going through this same exact thing. And I think that's, and again, I think you are very emotionally connected to them. I think this is a very close friend of yours who is going through the same kind of thing. And I think they want to help you. And I think the two of you together supporting each other is going to help a lot. Now, I think this has been a cause of pain and heartache and hurt for you for a while. And I'm going to go right back to what I told someone earlier. I told someone earlier, and that would be Nicole. I told Nicole about losing her confidence and losing her self-esteem. And I think that is the same problem that you're having. You feel like you're not with someone right now because you're not good enough, right? You feel like you're not good enough. You feel like, well, they look at me like I am not the dream, right? But you know what? You, Amethyst, are someone's dream. Don't ever doubt that. Ever. I think you're going to do well with this. I think you're going to move forward in your journey, in your weight loss journey. And again, like I said, I think there's somebody who you are very close to who is going to go on that journey with you and who is struggling with the same things. And I think if the two of you work together, then the two of you will have even a better chance of attaining your goals. All right? So that's what I see for you. That's what I see for you, Amethyst. All right? All right. What do we got? A little bit of time left, hey? 8 minutes. Sheesh. Jane Jones. Welcome, Jane. How are you? Jacqueline, there is no list. I choose questions at random. So this way there is no one that gets that gets passed over. Let's put it that way. Nobody gets passed over because you can't get passed over when I pick randomly. But if you want to guarantee a reading, donations will guarantee a reading. I will stay around for donations after the show if you are still if people are still donating. Donations take you right up to priority status, get your question answered pretty quickly right away, and guarantees a reading. So, Jane, will you sell your house? Will you sell your house? Thank you, Ross, for the kind words. I do appreciate that. I do appreciate that. Like I said, trust me, I am not this deep in real life. Just when I get here, just when I sit in the studio and do readings, does my depth come out. All right. So I have some good indicators here, Jane Jones, that you will sell your house, right? People have been looking at it. They've been biting. You've had bites, right? It's like a fish. I know it's like fishing. You've had bites. You've had nibbles where people have come and looked at the house and they like it, but they just haven't gone for it, right? I think so. And I think this kind of makes you a bit concerned that it's not going to sell because you've now put up walls around yourself and you're kind of protecting yourself. You're protecting yourself from getting hurt because maybe somebody said something about your house that wasn't very nice, or that, they kind of just made a look or something that gave you the wrong idea, or gave you the idea that they just didn't like it. And then that's hurtful, of course, because you want it to be perfect. It's perfect. It was perfect for you. Why not for everybody, right? I think so. Justice tells me, there will be court you will end up going to court. You will end up there. And of course, I wouldn't actually say it's court itself, but you will be going through lawyers. And going through lawyers, of course, is what is required when, pretty much required when you sell a house. A lot of the paperwork you want to have a lawyer review. And when you get that all done, of course, that is kind of what justice is talking about. You want everything to be just, right? You want things to be fair. So nobody's getting ripped off, not you or the buyer. Because if they feel ripped off, they're going to be upset with you. And if you feel ripped off, well, heaven help them. Right? So I think you're going to just have to continue the way you're going, be flexible, right? Balance things out. I think you have a lot of support. You got lots of people supporting you, no matter what. Even if things aren't always perfect, just like him, where he dropped the ring, right? Here he is, he's juggling 3 rings, and he had 4 because there's the 4th one on the ground. So he's not perfect, but you know what? Nothing's perfect. Somebody said that to me once. They said, "Oh, you're a perfect idiot." And I said, "Well, nobody's perfect." But yeah, so I see that. But I do see where money is going to change hands. And that's going to be a good thing for you. And that kind of leads right into selling your house as well. So I do see that things, lawyers and things being fair, money changing hands. People have been around and they have nibbled on looking at the house and stuff like that, but they just haven't quite taken all the bait yet, right? You haven't been able to hook them. So you keep fishing. But I do think you will end up selling the house. All right. Thank you, Jane. I appreciate you being here. I do. All right. This is going to be my last reading unless I have a donation. I'll take a quick peek. Nope, I do not have any donations. Kirsty, yeah, I read all of your comments, and yep, that's exactly what we're talking about, and I agree with you, what you're saying, 100%. Fabric Art would like a love reading. Bhagyashri. I said this right. I said this correctly the first time, which was amazing. Right? I'm sure it's not an easy name in the United States to pronounce, and I'm sure you're aware of that. It's not like I'm not telling you any secret here. But it's a very nice name. It's very, very interesting. Bhagyashri. What does it mean? What does your name mean? If it means anything, I don't know. Maybe it does not mean anything. It was just a nice name. Maybe you were named for, in honor of someone or in memory of someone. I was named in honor of my 2 grandfathers. So, my one grandfather was named Cosmo, and the other one was named KnightReader, and well, that's what I ended up with. And we KnightReaders are a proud bunch. All right, so a love reading. Oof. Oh, there you have a love reading. I think the Knight of Wands is telling me that you are excited about love right now. Things are going well. Things are moving in the right direction for you. For love, you are impatient to find someone. You're very adventurous and you are ready to move forward in this. So I do see that. I think there is, I think you're kind. I think you're giving. And I think that is going to be very helpful. I think that's going to help someone find you very attractive. I think you have a lot of friends, and I think those friends are going to be part of helping you find someone in a relationship. I think you're very nurturing, right? You're very nurturing. You're very protective of someone if you are in a relationship with them. And I truly believe that, again, those are good qualities. The Page of Wands tells me that you are a free spirit. You like to explore. You like to discover new things. You're adventurous. You like to get out and do things. And these are all positive attributes for someone coming in, looking for someone like you. So that's really what I see for you. That is what I'm getting. All right. So thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate it. All right. So that was my last reading, unless something came in here that was a last minute donation. Yeah, I don't see any. So there are none at this point. Nope. None. So, all right. Hey, Tarot Magician, just in time for the end of the show. Just in time to see the credits, right? Roll the credits. All right. I hope you guys had a good evening. Just want to let you all know, don't forget, I am here every single day, 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time, 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. The show is called Tarot Days and Nights. And it was nice having you all here. I do appreciate it. I hope to see you tomorrow. And that will be wonderful if you're here tomorrow. So thank you so much. I appreciate you being here tonight. And I will see you all tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye now.